Yo. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Continuing our playthrough of Disco Elysium. As usual, I have to remember what to do. I didn't play last week. Because I was busy, and I didn't play the week before because it was Thanksgiving. So I've got to refresh my memory as to what we're actually doing here. What's up, Whale Thumbs? Can everybody hear me all right? And let me know if the game sound needs to be turned up.
Yes?
Ooh, there's a new dialogue here.
Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps, I'm not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops might have been a better idea. They sort of seem to cover up some of the
damage.
Either way, good on you. You were saying?
Okay, let me look at my missions. Oh, I have to call the station about that body I found. I have to call the library. Maybe I can do that from that phone in the main area. Take the bird to Gart. I have to find this buoy, wherever that is. Clean shaved always feels better no matter what. Did you figure out yet that the real culprit was the friends we made along the way? Check the boardwalk. Oh man, I don't remember what I was doing. Okay. I believe that I already checked this area. Yeah, this is where that body is. Okay. How's everyone doing today? This is the phone. I don't have the number I need, right?
Handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
I wonder if I just keep calling people, will something interesting happen? I tried calling a few people last time and it wasn't really. It's just a bunch of people telling me to fuck off, basically. Whoa. Music.
heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood. Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't
Okay.
think that's going to work.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Is the game sounds okay?
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door.
I've got
The
bolt
lock is
cutters,
adorned
right?
with a yellow sticker.
Sounds fine.
It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow. You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead.
Sounds good. How are you liking the game or not liking the game? There's aspects of the game I really love. I love the writing and the voice acting, and it's like interesting. It's just the whole thing is very intriguing. I don't play a lot of single player games, so I'm kind of not used to it. I think it probably takes me a little longer to figure out a game than the average person. Like, this game seems to just is kind of like, I won't say open-ended, but it doesn't really force you to play a certain way, which I guess is part of why people like it. But I don't know, my brain doesn't do well when you have so many choices. Like I need some kind of direction, and this game doesn't give you a lot of direction.
He takes off
But
his
that's not really,
glasses
that's
and
more
uses
a
blue
me
handkerchief
thing than
to
a
thoroughly
fault
wipe
with the
them
game.
clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
I also don't, and the thing about that is, I think there's clearly an optimal way to play the game, but they don't really tell you what it is. I think it's one of those things where you just have to play it a bunch, or just look it up, or talk to people. Oh yeah, you made the face.
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency. For Revachol-Z the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law. These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams. I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Thus, it must be made by youths. The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least.
I didn't realize I only have one morale. That seems bad. What happened to all my morale? I feel like I had more last time. Do I have any drugs? No, I don't have. Well, I might have some, but I'm trying to role play a sober guy.
Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
This game's a novel, but just do whatever you want or feel like. Yeah. I actually want to like advance the story and you know figure out what's going on though. That's the thing. I've kind of like I feel like the first like 10ish hours of the game I was completely lost, just kind of running around. But now things are kind of starting to come together, so that's cool. I'm about maybe like 20 to 30 hours in the game, I think.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
Too many choices messes with me too. It's why I struggle to continue the Persona series. Yeah. And like I said, I still play a lot of games, especially single player games. If I'm playing a game, it's usually like a fighting game or like Overwatch or something. Or like, if I'm playing a single player game, it's usually something like Balatro. I very rarely play these like long narrative story based games.
There is a touch of guilt in his voice.
But I hope to do more of it in the for the stream if people are interested.
Yes, the pulsing base. A sure sign of junior delinquency, somewhere east of here.
Your hands are clammy from the sea.
See, this is what I'm talking about in this game.
piece of
I had a
stick that
92%
keeps slipping
chance, and I still failed. It's like people were fussing at me. I understand that 92 is not 100%, but people are fussing at me because I'm kind of ignoring the stats. I don't really pay attention to this. I just click on stuff, and I have a bunch of skill points that I'm hoarding, which I probably shouldn't hoard them like this. But it's like it doesn't matter because you can fail anyway. It doesn't, and like I succeed on when I have like 8% sometimes. It's like it just seems like it doesn't matter.
The lieutenant hands you a blue handkerchief. He looks a little dismayed when he gets it back crumpled. However, it should be easier to peel the sticker off now.
Oh, I get another choice. Or another try.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb. Looks like today was a gold star day.
I guess I'll try this. Oh, Kim said, let's look around first, so let's do that. I do whatever Kim says. Ooh, there's some money over here. I think that's what that is. Maybe that was scripted? I don't know. What's back here? This is a big area to explore. Like the beginning of the game felt so compact because it all took place in that one area, but after you unlock this other area, it gets like really, it opens up a lot.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
It's military, a service depot of some sort. The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it. From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
You have to find out where the shot was Someone got sniped. Impossible 3%.
You rattle the handle
Ooh.
of it, then push on the door with all your weight. It does
See-
not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
We don't get in there. Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We
Have
open
we gotten into
doors.
every door?
We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
I'm gonna quick save more often because I think I die if my morale gets to 0. I'm not sure. It hasn't happened yet, but and just random things will lower your morale. Basically, every time he feels like a piece of shit, which is often. Ooh, a new shirt. Do I want this shirt? No, I like Logic, I think. I don't remember as this one.
Yes?
I want more. Hold on. I don't even really get this. Like, what do the big numbers do? Because there's all of these. This is 4, 4, 4. Why is this 2? What does that mean? +1 rhetoric, -1 empathy, a debate bro shirt. Yeah. Okay. Where am I going? Oh, I thought that was a new necktie. It's a scarf. My necktie would probably get pissed if I wore a new necktie. Am I still wearing the necktie? It has Inland Empire though, which I like. Do I have limited slots? Like, will I eventually run out of inventory space? Do I have to, like, start selling stuff? Can I go over here? No. Okay. Looks like that's a dead end. Tiomutiri. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Can I go over here? Oh, it's taking me back. Wait, there's nothing back here. Alright, I'm about to just break the lock, I guess. Oh, this is just a beer? Did the stream just skip? -1 morale. That's not what I need. This is what I need, some magnesium. Is this a bunch of change under these posts or something? What the fuck? Oh, there's people over here. I always like don't notice the people until the last second. For this playthrough, I'm trying to avoid drugs and alcohol and try not to piss anyone off. That's my goal. That's the RP that I'm aiming for. Kind of hard with this character, but you know. A drawbridge? Wait, what? Where's a drawbridge? Oh, this thing?
A pane of eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Cool.
We should ask that girl on the ice what's going on here.
I got it. I'm gonna do that. I just want to look around first. This is a little girl, is that what you said?
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
It's cold out here,
Hello.
but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing.
I got a bunch of hats.
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
Fair, although if you did drugs or drank while Kim's away, did anyone see? Yeah, the game implies... I feel like there's probably a lot of stuff that you can do without Kim.
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
So should you.
I got a hat on, bro.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
There's no way you didn't notice this giant hat on my head, bro.
Yeah, well... Look, man, fuck the hat.
What did she just say? That's not how a civilian is supposed to address an officer of the law.
I'm not trying to intimidate
I'm
this
sorry I
person.
said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else.
I am the law. If I ever play this game again, I'm gonna do a I am the law run where I just say that to everyone every chance I get.
My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me. A cell.
There must have been Judge Dredd fans. A cell.
Her hair is dyed
That's a
blonde,
cool name.
with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
Why? Okay, it's Burger.
A cell burger.
A very common name. You have little reason to doubt that's her real name, but she's not all that surprised by this cop show questioning, is she?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still. Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone. A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Contact mic.
No idea.
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble. Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
Palaceum.
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
Sounds like a place for congregating homosexuals. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person. I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either. That's cool. Sucks, man.
See?
Was there something else? About the contact mic, perhaps?
I'm not gonna ask about the boxer. That
Okay.
seems weird.
Recording, I guess. I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell.
She
Not
just
without
doing this for
headphones.
fun?
I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound. My boyfriend sold them. I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Everything checks out, sire.
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain. Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device, the thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish, very useless all of a sudden.
Take this, your call.
It's kind of sad.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
Oh shit! I don't want to give her my hat. I want to give her a different hat. Maybe I can do it later.
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not going to be a Palaceum, that's for sure. Yeah, Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
They got too much stuff crammed in there, no room. Music stuff mostly, like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it. That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter, I can take the cold.
I'll give her the hat.
Thanks.
It's kind of racist anyway.
Go ahead. It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah. You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments. Synthesizers and tape consoles, microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like, if it ever comes.
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take
I want
it.
to say that there's a venue, or there used to be a venue in my city that was a church that was converted to a venue. Not necessarily a club, but just like a venue for performances and stuff.
Hey, you two are cops. Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right? They're
Sure.
inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else? No. Not really, no.
Not really.
She's trying to get out of a direct lie with semantic tricks. She personally didn't put the padlock on the door.
Yeah, you know, that's what I meant. Noid did. Noid put the padlock on the door.
Noid.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. To keep more weirdos from getting in. Fucking Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around
She's like
to it,
apologizes
ask
every
Andre
time she
about 'em,
swears
he'll
now.
tell ya. Go ahead. Well, it's just questioning, right? You're just questioning me. It's what cops do. Once or twice, yeah. I'm sorry I haven't had the Revachol experience they get east of the river. Rich people. Rich people are east of the river. Aren't they? I thought they were as Vacholaire as any of us, just way richer. Maybe you're right. Most of them do speak 3 languages. The usual. I had a shitty run as a teenager. You know, drinking, getting into fights. The ugly stuff that happens when you move out your parents' place at 13, in Forberg. Is this a rhetorical question?
Faubourg, not in Faubourg, is a massive banlieue south of Jamrock Quarter. It is the largest ghetto in Revachol, possibly the world. We are at Jamrock, sort of. Martinez is called North Jamrock sometimes. Jamrock is also a ghetto, only smaller than Faubourg.
Jamrock.
Jamrock is a district of Revachol comprised of the following
There's so many
Pox,
names
Villa
and
Lobos,
towns and
Central
cities and
Jamrock,
nations.
Grand Couronne,
I have
Old
no idea.
South, and the Valley of the Dogs.
It's
Learning
all
is
clicks and
great.
whistles to me.
My dad was a drunk. Plus, I guess, I just wanted to drink too, you know, get my party on.
Disco music.
All right.
All right.
The device is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath, you see a reel of tape rolling. You put the device back on the ice.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Do I have another hat? I thought I had hats. I guess I gotta put this one back on. Thought I had a couple of hats. That's fine though. I don't even remember what stats the other one was giving me. It's all good though.
The tent is just
This
tarpaulin
tent.
fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
It's safe to assume this is their leader, or at least he thinks he is.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
So they'll let me in, but they won't let a cell in. When they got room.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
And Egghead.
Noid and Egghead.
Egg! Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers. We have many in the pipeline, officer. You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues. Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property.
Everyone recognizes
I
me
bet
as a
you've
cop
noticed
now.
the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
Narcomania.
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dope heads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dope heads. Burnouts.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revershoal.
Strike that. The world.
The world.
And sadder yet, because the dope heads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious
There are a
gaze.
bunch of dope heads and
Letting
burnouts
you
in the
imagine
church right
just
now.
how bad those dope heads and burners really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
An opinion. I don't like when they ask me to have an opinion.
The spooky kind. I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge. Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
I'll look
All
into
right,
it, I
man.
guess.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
Oh, so you met her? Good, good.
He's not as glad as he would like you to think. There's concern in his voice.
I did ask Noy to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
You sense the trajectory of the little
I was
piece of
convinced I
metal
was gonna fail
plastic.
that.
The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left. Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Let's play it cool.
The speed freak nods to you. A respectful nod. You proved something here.
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
So they locked a bunch of homeless people in the church? Is that what happened? What the fuck?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. I guess it wasn't very hardcore of us to just lock them in like that. Me too. I shouldn't have that kind of power over another person. I'm not the one with the violence monopoly here. You are. I'm glad that key is out of my hands now.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it. Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses. Well, there's also the machinery.
This machinery is of the deeply mystical variety.
Machinery.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Whoa,
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No,
Spooky.
the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it. Like you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Is this when this
It was
game
this
gets
dark
weird?
shape climbing
guess it's
upside
already
down
kinda
along
weird.
the ceiling, like some kind of crab man. Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures. and not known for climbing walls.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle
Obviously,
was
these
alone
people
that
could
time,
just be full
but
of
I
shit,
believe
too.
her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
So he hasn't even been in there lately. Is he afraid?
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
Your charge gets real weird.
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
With a small surge of PEA, alertness fills you, as if to say, this is a dark corner. Look behind it.
It means like one of those rich boy private radio stations, where you can listen to people getting killed on and jerk off to it. Sick shit.
Snuff station.
Must be. Even Kuno knew that.
Not that we would know anything about that. Noid just likes to relay stuff. We're getting derailed here. In short, you can tell to Noid about the machines. He'll tell you more. Well, honestly, I can't, but I am.
Why not? Let's go with that.
Oh, I failed.
I'm 70% sure they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you. Sure. What? Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it. You know, of Meteo, concerning Meteo.
My character doesn't know anything.
Meteo, a country, on the Muindi Isla.
One of the poorest of the first world nations today, but once a great ancient civilization. Capital, Tilakos by Percentic.
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organization. And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the Innocentic system, no?
Innocentic.
You're totally wrong about that.
The Pericarnassian church is about love, and Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericarnassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance. Love is hardcore. Unity.
Unity!
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
You feel it. The anodes
so
and the
many
cathodes
choices.
coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters. Feels good.
Your posse's like your people, man. Like you got your cut posse. You look out for each other and you party together. That's a posse.
And where is your posse, detective? Nothing comes to you. The world is silent.
Oh yeah, it can.
It's coming around. You're getting
Just
it.
coming around. Alright, let's just go along with these guys.
Yakokata, the place to be.
Maybe they'll be more helpful if I don't yuck their
It
yum.
seems ecstatic that you share his vision of Pericarnassianism.
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving.
Yeah! Let it out! Let the disco happen! Bring the disco into this world! Get this church shit on, and then dance there, motherfucker!
You feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if, they get this club going. You've got it in you.
Yes. What? Yeah, good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water. Oh. It's the one they sell at the fuel station. It does, doesn't it?
Told you we have a smell problem.
Ether?
Ether.
I don't smell ether. Do you, Noid?
No.
He sniffs the air, then shrugs. A shrug is good enough for us. Why say it when you can shrug it?
The what now? Oh, the old Ultra.
The old Ultra.
I have a major sinus infection, stuffy nose. We all
Sure
do.
thing.
Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe. Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosafed is the shit.
Yes. What?
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved. Okay, so the Speed Freaks want to start a club for dance music. That much checks out. Yous like music. You feel as though you might have liked music more when you were young, too.
You
But
might
we
have liked
digress.
music.
The gist of it is, they want to turn the church into a club, but a suspicious element has overtaken the building. It's very important to understand what the gist of things is. Always consult the gist before making up your mind. This is going well. Plus,
This
and
game
it
is
has
funny.
to be considered, you can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church. That settles it. Analysis complete. Their story checks out.
I wonder if I should retry that.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Waushi tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says, as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secret,
Hardcore! It's hardcore! Skibbity, skibberdanger. I am the rearranger.
your cop training did not prepare you for this. What to do? Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
Solve the egghead puzzle. What is going on?
The young man with the
This is hardcore. Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yakokata, the place to be. Yakokata is a hardcore place.
Do I have to just answer him correctly?
Yekokata is an abbreviation from the Gradian term, Zone of Ecological Catastrophe, an agricultural megaproject in the extreme southeast of the Gradian Isola. It involved cutting-edge approaches to irrigation and a completely new type of fertilizer. An intricate system of irrigation networks pockmarking the earth, intermittent seas of phosphorus mud, ripped tarpaulin fluttering in the wind. A pair of molten rubber boots also comes to mind. All in all, a truly hardcore place.
Yakokata.
Back to the heavyweight jam.
Boyadero.
Hardcore! Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent.
All car! All right! Yeah!
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore! Ah! Is it though?
What?
But is it? I mean, really?
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle of idiocy here, so that things get totally transcendent. But you haven't gotten there yet, so you don't know what to say.
I am the Mike Enforcer. I am the Chicks Checker. Yeah!
I feel
We're
like
close.
I have to answer what he's saying in the right way.
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega!
But this might
Internally
just be
coherent.
a goose chase.
All car! All right! Yeah!
He furrows his brow at
Hardcore! Ah! Is it though? One mind, one spirit. There's no other world. There's no other life.
So you had a
This guy
talk
said-
with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Noid. Good. It's good you talked to
Maybe I should
Andre
read the
first.
mission. Maybe
Gave
that
me
will
time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading. Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align. I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do. A sticker? You mean the yellow one? Can you describe it to me? Good, good. What did you want to know? Yes, you're the 23rd person to get it right, and I've asked 23 people. Looks like it's a dead guy smiling to the entire human race. Really? We're all the same. Same eyes, same smiles, same death. He defeated history. We are living in the age of history, and in the eyes of history, we are always already dead. How can we ever smile then? Because history is a lie, and so are its deaths. The present moment and life are the hardcore. The hardcore expels death. Or maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's just really ecstatic about the beats.
or drugged out of his mind, come to think of it.
Or drunk, or in a clinical coma, or glad to be dead. But those versions suck. I guess one could write an entire treatise on the thing. But what for? Nah. Still strongly out of sync. Stage gamma disalignment. You heard me. Weird stuff. Specialised. There was a data processor and some sort of long-wave machinery. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up Samaran science sign. You know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural. Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched. You can still do sick shit with it though.
The sickest. That's perhaps why it should be researched.
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs. Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff. The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
Yes, further sign matching would do good for us.
Sync
One
the
way to
signs.
achieve this would be by getting us into the church.
Can't tell if these guys are on the up and up. Might just be idiots. Yeah, I have to find the right things to say, huh?
We're close. True.
Let's go up the say nothing line.
Hardcore is internally coherent.
All car, all right, yeah.
Let's
He
try that.
furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore! Ah!
Let's try
The
that.
question is, what is the question? But there was no question. We're closed.
True! Hardcore!
I feel like this is not
mega.
possible without a clue.
Internally coherent.
Encore!
And I'm not even sure.
Yeah, gotta get the people going. I'm the party boy. It's my job. Hardcore party 25/7 beyond the winter's orbit style.
There is a
Like-
place far away in Cutler.
This is like the
beyond
equivalent of
certain
trying to
latitude
guess a
known as
coin toss
Winter's
like
orbit,
10 times in a
where
row, which
there
is
are
like
25 hours
basically
in a
impossible.
day. It is a tremendously cold place, abandoned to drunks and failed rock stars, full of Eternite.
But
depression,
maybe
and
if it doesn't
half-finished
automatically
ski-flying
end, that
hills.
means I'm doing the right
Suru
thing.
live there.
We're closed. True. Hardcore. Internally. Encore.
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore.
I think
The
this
question is,
kept going.
what is the question? But there was a question?
Hi again.
Might-
So,
I'm gonna try
how
this
things
again.
going?
That was logic. Oh, maybe
He's
I can get a
quiet
clue.
man, mostly communicates through music and by being a master of ceremonies. You know, a host, a declaimer of slogans. He's a performer, gets the people going. Well, he's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
He's just kind of here.
Yeah, sometimes. When I stumble and find my way into his centre, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself. I get it. He's a puzzle.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Yeah.
Huh? Oh,
Let's try that logic again. I thought my... Wait, my score went down. Is that a thing that happens? Oh, I think it was because of my hat. Okay.
Hi again. So, how things going?
Nothing jumps out to you. Nothing out of the ordinary. How about you get out and breathe? The air in the tent is too thick
Oh
for you
god,
to
do I
think
lose health
clearly.
every time I fail this? That sucks.
as always, we'll be right here.
Try again. I don't mind increasing logic because logic is helpful.
Hi again. So, how things going?
Nothing jumps out to you. Nothing out of the
And
ordinary.
then I lose health
How
again.
about you get
Fuck.
out and breathe? The air in the tent is too thick
I
for
do
you
have
to
a bunch
think
of-
clearly.
Things though. I was gonna say potions, but I guess that's not what they would be called.
As always, we'll...
I feel like it would be really helpful if I succeeded on that. Wait, I can't do it? Skill cap reach. No.
We're close. True, hard, full, car. Hardcore, hardcore, internally coherent.
Encore! All right! Yeah!
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore! Ah!
I feel like this was. Well, I know I tried
Is
both
it
of
though?
those.
What is it? I mean, really?
Wait. I have to talk to him multiple times?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
Okay. That ended up being easier than I thought it was gonna be.
Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last months, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51.
I don't think that option was available the first time I talked to him. I think you have to talk to him a couple of times. Maybe that's the puzzle. I thought it was just that you had to pick the correct responses. And maybe it is that
Isn't
to some
something
extent.
holding
But
it back from being hyper? It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
It is, isn't it? I knew it. But how could it become harder core? I know the answer in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hyper, how could anything be? No! This is the answer! What? Guys, there's something happening in his head. Oh yeah! He's doing it!
this game
But you're not.
is wacky
This is
sometimes.
almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
I know! So does mine!
This picture looks weird. It looks like these orange parts are his ears, so he kind of looks like a bald elf.
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
Uh-huh! Oh!
Oh. Try the other
Uh-huh!
one.
Oh!
Oh.
Yeah! No nation, but transnation! No war, but class war!
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds
Jermaine.
are, sooner or later one of them will come off as fault reading.
Yeah! Revolution imperative!
Unless you were thinking Revershaw imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with Eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
Hardcore superstar!
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Palaceum. She was a communist, though.
Yeah! With the rebel yell! Yeah! Lungs are for love! When Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her
I
body.
didn't expect to be in this
For
tent
the
for
world
this long.
loved her, and she loved it back.
These guys got a lot to say.
Yeah! I think so.
But that's what everybody saw. Explain it as you please. But it doesn't really do to just deny it ever happened.
Dark hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Zakord Hardcore. I like that.
Basically, yes it is.
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every caudate animal.
What? Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from? I'm sorry, I don't know anything about anodic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
He feels ashamed he can't be of more service to the future of dance music.
Wait, this is a quest?
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
Anyway,
Okay.
that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Copman!
Time for music, cop. I have a tape with me. The tape that I have is like, it's not music though, right? Let's just see what they
Hey!
say.
Yeah! Spins the tape until the space escape! Yeah!
I don't even remember what tapes I have.
Right! No! No, no! This is gonna make people scared! Keep
Okay, I
it
got it back.
positive! Keep the love in the house! Righteous! No! No, can't do! This is gonna make people sad! This isn't sadcore! Yeah! Alright! Here comes the night!
Egghead rules.
Hi again. So, as always, we'll be right here.
Okay. I'm not even really sure what happened there. Alright, I need to ask her about the crabs.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With... Shoot. Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
She's less prone to blurt it out, Crab Man, than the others.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still. And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall, upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Like a crab, you say?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Doesn't sound like she's lying.
Why? Nothing. Anyway, what else? My associates? I haven't got much to say about them. Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them. Me? I'm a silver bird.
I feel like picking the right things gives you experience.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
What is... I don't know what this is. What's the... Is my empathy maxed already? Can I raise this? Oh, does this affect the max that you can make it? What does this plus sign mean? Does that mean anything?
Hello again.
The device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands. She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup. The
I'm not
wind
getting so
howls.
deep on this.
She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
What is? I know. I'll stick to it.
Something changes between you two. She looks at you.
Oh, is that how I
differently
get her to
now,
talk to me?
as an equal, a fellow human being.
So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer? Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
What, she gonna be my friend now?
What is it? Oh, really? So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress? Okay, so you're not that upset, it sounds like. Uh-huh. And you're sure it's social progress you're distressed about, and not, I don't know, some chick?
Some chick.
Okay. Why'd you think that? There you have it then, chick trouble. Not political after all. Who was she? Really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica. Are you sure you don't remember anything about her? Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. Are you sure the letters were for you? How come you don't remember, though? Is it like some selective memory thing? Man, when I get hurt, I just want to forget that shit, you know? That kind of selective memory. Yeah, or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Königstein wank. You know, the psych thing they've got
Königstein.
going on there. Rich people like it. People in Königstein are
This is the
mostly
first time
rich.
someone actually like talked to me in like a normal way.
You're welcome. Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten though. Just my opinion. If it itches, don't scratch.
Yes, but it itches really, really bad.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them. Sorry. I just don't know what makes you think it'll be any...
Okay. Okay, so I guess we go to the church now, huh? So, is there any more stuff up here? Maybe? Perhaps? Oh, this is where I already was. So dark.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood. The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
All right, crab
Let's go.
man.
A great
Where
wash
you
of
at?
air rushes into the dark innards of the church. as though rushing to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city.
Wait, where am I at? Oh. You should walk here, not run? What happens if I run? This is creepy. I feel like an abandoned church is just always creepy, regardless of the situation. Complex equations.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
A radio computer. And it's turned on.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
We should leave.
A radio computer.
We just got
We
here.
have one down at the station. No, I don't know how to operate it or what it's used for. Let's go.
This is the Ream Prefect radio computer, a model number
You scared, Kim?
RC7024, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer. The Ream Prefect is the governmental version of the commonly used Ream Civic model. Although mostly based on the same technology, the Ream Prefect is equipped with better noise attenuation circuits. You see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed. Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. This is the machine's filament memory. Press play to access its contents. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good evening. Votre accident on Saint-Brun. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
This is a human interface. A retired person sitting behind a switchboard somewhere.
The filament you have inserted into the core. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Is this the personal log?
Sure.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that. Unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password? Received. I will register this login attempt. For stress accident, is there anything else I can do for you today? The company on whose name the terminal you're currently using has been registered to. One moment. Fortress Accident SCF produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
Radio games.
Any other questions? Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are paranoid.
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
Doesn't it get lonely? Sitting there all by herself?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk all day to people like you over a warm cup of tea.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do for you, Fortress Accident. Sleep well, Fortress Accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons. Nothing happens.
So I have to find a password somehow?
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad, a dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
Kneel? Why should I kneel?
Cold wind seeps in from the crack in the glass. Snowdrifts cover the floorboards at your feet. Above, you feel her multicolored eyes on you, inspecting you, as if under a microscope. The woman looks down at you standing there. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips and a glint in her green-blue eye. Of what? Compassion? Remorse? As that soft word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder. Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times as you stand in the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles, her distant smile, sundered by the crack in the glass.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records. It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them, the 7 sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here. Something else, perhaps?
I mean, I feel like the lynching is just one of our concerns.
There it is again.
Now.
A small pang of guilt. It's time to ask him what happened here.
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here. Well, your station was involved, I hear, although I can't be sure. Well, 3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them. I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. It was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything about it, why it was conducted or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters. Good luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is Her Innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state.
Dolores Day.
Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived.
The most famous human being?
No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men. The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit. More, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built to accommodate an authentic rule should it coincide with our time. An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. An innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office. No, we are alone. 300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, the Insulindian, by explorers from the continent of Muindi, she is, among other things, the innocence of inter-isolary travel and the connected world. Many things, you know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually the principal advisor to Irene La Navigateur, Queen of Suresnes, modern-day Sir La Clé, also that she was gorgeous beyond beauty. Draped in ancient sadness, are you sure you want to remember this bit of historic trivia? Standing under a long, slender form like this, dwarfed?
But is this like a church devoted to a person?
Yes! Big bummer! Boring history! Gotta keep it light, man! Keep it moving! Get fucked up instead!
The past. It's a silo of sadness, fermenting. You should keep away.
Fuck this pain, Bratan! It's unhealthy!
Terribly, women of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state, a scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous.
Okay. What's up, Lumen?
It was on her advice that Irene La Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the Pale. A costly, often tragic endeavor, ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion what is widely considered the greatest era in history. The DeLorean era.
I don't care.
Wow, indeed. When her innocence was declared, and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her. She was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest.
Oh, I see the glowing lungs. I've been subscribed to T1J for years and obsessed with this game for much of this year, so glad you're playing it. I appreciate it.
Bystanders reported golden filaments
interesting game for
lighting
sure.
the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress. As did we all. The lands of the Mesk and the Occident, and even far away Supremwindi, altogether 21 of the 40 Mundial nations of the time, immediately accepted Innocentic rule, even before her crowning. In a city called Advesperaskit in Vesper Messina, her homeland, the name of the city means evening comes, but it happened on a winter's morning, with the canals frozen and slush falling out of the sky. She was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied-out plaza with the crowd far away. Already, her Theriers, the secret servicemen of the Innocents, were worried about an assassination attempt. Oh yes, she looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect mother, insultingly beautiful. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers. You know this well, very well. Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by secret servicemen. One of the men in this secret service killed her 22 years later, a young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely human, but something else. Something that had walked in our midst, watching us stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves, the man was reported to have screamed at the Innocents. Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes. This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed to mass hysteria and religious psychology. Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it. But terrifying, it's a simple word. She was bad for humanity, and you shouldn't have started thinking about her. You already do. Although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day, constantly surrounded by her Theriers. She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the Innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then there were the resettlement programs. The Mesk state tried to detach itself from Innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of upstream Marguerite were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by a military force she called the Army of Humanity. She adored
she
chess,
was like a...
yes, but also military war games.
She's like
Dolores
a dictator.
Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her index finger and thumb in icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen, with green eyes the color of the Pacific, mare interregnum. Little is known of her Marchese husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying
I should have got more than 5
that
XP
people
for that.
seldom mention. but feel when they think of her.
Lieutenant Yefrater, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. What are you thinking of, if I may ask? Yes, glowing lungs are quite unusual. After that one time, they have not been reported to glow. You know, this church, the coast, we shouldn't linger. Finish what you came here to do and let's move on. This isn't a good place to get lost in.
He really wants to leave.
The shards glimmer in the dark. You see little pearls of light on the edges of the crack that
Wait, I
splits
want
the
to do this
female
one.
figure. Something was written there. Remains of broken letters line the emotion.
See, I'm glad I saved
it
my
said,
skill points.
You do not know.
Kim has no patience for side quests. Yeah, he really doesn't. He seems to be particularly not into this church, though. Wait, how do I even...
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack runs across the length of her body, her face oval and sad. Nothing, just the edge of the crack sparkles in the dark. There may have been a writing here, but...
I want to do it again. I can't do it. Okay. What's over here? Ooh, boots. Mesk bangers. Mesk bangers red brogues. Yeah, let's put these on. Yeah, looking fly. Did I get something new? Why was this cracked pane of glass? The library card? Is the password on there? Or is that what was in... Have I not looked at the library card yet? I think I did look at it. Hold on. I looked at this
The
already,
library
though.
card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased. Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. Most of these...
So dark in here. Maybe I got a clue that I didn't recognize.
Hey, her Innocence Dolores Day liked little figurines, right? Liked holding little men between her fingers, remember?
I remember.
You have the headless Fallen Rider figurine. You should give it to her. Win her back. Don't be so pessimistic. Love doesn't die that easily. This isn't funny. You have a bad feeling about this one. So very, very, very nifty. Nifty and mysterious. This is surely what the figurines are for.
I have all these parts of my psyche talking to me, and I feel like half the
a
time
precious and complex wax painting
they're just
on
fucking
a
with
single
me.
pane of glass. A crack runs across the length of her body, her face oval and sad. Why? That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else? I don't know. What are we thinking of? Part of your mind has gone on to other things already. Only a strange little sadness remains.
The game never tells you this, but the front of the church is a fast travel point. I think it did tell me that. It told me something was a fast travel point. Maybe not this particular church.
The mother of humanism towers above you. A wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression. A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window.
Cool.
Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath the younger one. And a text. A light motif below them both. Unknown. Something during the raid the lieutenant mentioned. Or just hooligans looking for something to break. The escutcheon on her throne says, Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden rights apfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole.
Are you gonna upload your playthrough to YouTube? Because I'd watch every minute of it. Currently, you can watch the streams if you go to my channel page, and scroll down. You can see all of the stream VODs and all of the VODs for my gameplay are there. I'll probably make a separate playlist for it once I'm done, but you can find that among. Just go to my channel page. They're unlisted, so the only way you can find them is in that playlist.
Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, 30 years, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail.
Visual calculus is cool. You get to see a lot of cool stuff with visual calculus.
Below both women, in luminous black letters, après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau. And then, along the left side, après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau.
It doesn't seem like this game is the best streaming game, as I've mentioned before, but it seems like people kind of enjoy watching it, especially people who played the game before, because you get to see what other people choose and other things that they saw that you didn't get to see, so.
After life, death. After death, life again. After the world.
And I guess it's just kind of interesting,
pale.
like.
After the pale.
You know, you don't have to play it yourself and just watch.
This is the great leitmotif of humanism, a summary of the effect of the discovery of this isola, the Insulindian, on human thinking. A tremendous sea change akin to finding life after death.
Boss fights in other RPGs: Demon King, Swamp Monster, Seraph of Vengeance. Boss fights in Disco Elysium. A ceiling fan, a chair, a payphone. Seriously, yeah. Yeah, apparently a lot of people die at the beginning of the game due to the ceiling fan. I didn't die, I think only because I had put a point into pain threshold at the beginning.
Death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in Dolorian sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
I'm getting Vampire the Masquerade vibes. In this particular part, for sure, this church is like really creepy. The whole game isn't like this. This place is a vibe for sure.
It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing. Justice, union, prudence, and force. Ice cool.
The mother of humanism towers above you, a wax painting on a cracked pane of glass. Nothing has changed in her expression. Why? That does seem to be a problem. Make the mother of human.
Is there anything else in here?
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore.
Through all my playthroughs of this game, I never experienced a conventional game over. Health, morale going to 0. I haven't so far, but I'm really afraid that my morale is going to go to 0 because you just randomly lose morale as you realize how much of a piece of shit you are. So it just happens randomly. We're not expecting. And I've used all my morale potions or whatever you want to call them.
Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
I think I can buy it because it's just magnesium. I think you can just buy that somewhere, but money is tight, man. I don't got money like that.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums.
The lore on this game is beyond anything available right now. I barely can follow the lore. There's so much going on.
It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing. Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
Wait, what?
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow. The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
You can't hear me. What's happening?
Can you hear anything? The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is. The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
I have good perception. But of course I fail because that's how this game goes. I need a
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
You have pretty bad luck, I guess. That's why I don't pay attention to the stats, because it doesn't seem to matter.
filled with vague shapes of woodwork, the sense of a great height.
And Jesus doesn't bless us all. I'll try it again if I can. I can't remember if it was when I could try again.
There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented as you see dark and more dark rising.
That is my luck in video games, though. I have always had bad luck in video games.
Officer, what are you looking at?
That was a red one? Okay. Well, rip, I guess. Uh-oh.
You
Oh,
see
what the fuck?
something hanging from the rafters, looking
creepy.
straight
Is that the
at
crab
you
man?
with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to talk to it. Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you.
So I guess
intently.
this is when the game starts getting weird.
The crab man. The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze.
Not to be
Then
confused with
speaks.
Daryl from My Name is Earl. Awesome show, by the way. Me and my buddy went as Crabman and Earl for Halloween one year.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
Okay.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in general. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Rivershaw.
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
See, if this was a D&D campaign and I was running this for my friends and I described that there was a dude up in the rafters in the shadows, they absolutely would have just attacked him instead of tried to talk to him.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality.
Spanish are Villalobos. I don't know. It seems like there are rough sort of analogs for realistic ethnicities in this game, but I don't know. It's very confusing to me.
Hey, and what was that about, the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
Oh yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Way. I could smell the control all the way over here. I know it's hard to admit that you got a problem. I was like you once. Couldn't take an honest look into my own heart and see I was in pain.
Mess can be broadly understood as equivalent to Latin.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Oh, suddenly you're on his side, Kim? Oh, Latin America. Oh. Yeah, I should have put that together.
Look at these crazies. What is this shit?
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
I got an achievement. I got an achievement for really getting Kim to trust you. What?
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
This Mother of Silence sounds like a serious player. You might want to be careful until you find out what you're dealing with.
Never known myself to be a crab, but if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it. I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
If you say many things Kim approves of, you get good boy points from Kim. Interesting. I didn't know that. Although that makes sense, I guess.
That's not the only technique he's working on.
I generally
Look at
try
those carved
to
sculptures. And is
get
that a
Kim
satchel of
to
tools
approve
over
of me,
there?
so Kim seems like he knows what he's doing, and my character certainly doesn't, so I just do whatever Kim says.
Sure am. Whittling
You and
wood
literally
used
everyone
to
who
be
plays this
something
game.
I just
Yeah,
did
Kim
to
does
busy my
seem to be appreciated by the fans of this game.
Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
Like, what is going on? Who is this guy?
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
Is he like naked? Looks like he might have some pants on.
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone. Nah, ese, it's not like that. Best thing that could happen to you, losing your memory.
Do you remember your name, sir?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information. He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation.
Don't think too hard about it, just play it like a comedy.
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore. That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
Oh, I thought he reacted to the flashlight. I was gonna say that's cool, but that was just, I just caught him in his animation. Wait, he did. I don't think it's, I think it's a coincidence. Anyway.
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into
the pinball
nothingness.
code. Oh yeah, I do.
This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Picking up your overall progress via inventory clues. Yeah, I guess that's one way to do it. Although I am positive that I have not been playing this game efficiently, so I probably missed a whole lot of stuff.
No, no, no. There's a new god in town, and she can be painted or sculpted because she has no limb or even a face. She is the end. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes. And no one ever will. I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
My first playthrough, I didn't get my ledger out the trash until day 3. Yeah, I don't even remember. I definitely did that, but I think I just kind of stumbled upon it.
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service. I heard that before, Way, and I know I can't convince you on the spot.
I definitely still have a lot of quests from day
When's
1,
the
but
last time you woke
I
up
don't
from
know,
silent communion with a hangover, regretting what you did last
I don't know
night?
if they were meant to be completed on day 1, so.
There are drugs darker than alcohol circling your system.
She took you for a good spin, huh? Don't worry, bro. That love is but a drop compared to the ocean of the mother's love. The mother will eat all of you.
This dude is talking to me
never spit you
as
out.
if he's not hanging up in the rafters.
No worries, man. I know this shit takes time. I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
The quest list sorts by which day you first acquire the quest.
I ain't from no Marietti, if that's what you're thinking. And the song I sing is silent as the mother.
Marietti is a mesque style of music and dance, commonly seen at all manner of festivities, especially weddings. It's delightfully quaint, owing to its peasant origins.
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, Way. It didn't belong to me.
Does it mean he witnessed the police raid?
I think they were. A long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
Very few have hard time limits, and the game signals the ones that do pretty clearly.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
What does this dude eat?
Something like that.
Did you witness it?
Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything. The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me. Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway. Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
Oh, so
He
he's
said
down
that in
for it.
spite of himself.
But I mean,
He's more
it's
attached to
not
the
his
human
church.
than he'd like to think.
He's just here, right?
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes. No, I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear. That's what I said, Holmes. Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
Maybe you can tell me the password.
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
too many times, Essay. You need it for something.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrow, but doesn't say anything.
Was I not supposed to say that, Kim?
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death. What you think of that? Makes me almost pity la Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
Nilita Pequeña. I've been practicing my Spanish.
I think we're done here, Essay.
Oh shit. I can't talk to him anymore?
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
I mean, I feel like sometimes as a cop, you just gotta lay it down. Did I not do this already? If I meet her in person, what the fuck? Maybe I should unlock one of these. I've been kind of ignoring the thought cabinets because they require skill points, which I don't like to use on this. Also, they don't tell you what they do before you do them, which kind of sucks.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good evening. Votre accident on Saint-Brun. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log? Good. Please repeat the password. Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Votre accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Sleep well, votre accident.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated, revealing fluorescent play and print buttons. The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
I wish that they would tell me what the thoughts do before I waste a skill point to use it. That's what kind of sucks.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church, the door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while. Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place. that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. What was that about narcotics? This could prove to be interesting.
I doubt that we can find any. It's just idle fishermen's gossip to scare away the kids. Nothing spooky about this place either. It's just abandoned and cold, and in an awful part of town.
February 7th, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking Esca series, something advanced.
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
February 8th, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading. Her friends? Colleagues? She must be quite educated if she knew how to set up all this machinery.
12th February 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
25th February 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now. Trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
February 28th, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the swallow is real and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work.
So she doesn't want these
That
people
disco
here.
man must be a cell.
The girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles, crackers, ping energy drinks, water, toothpaste, gum, also some canned air. Your reading is interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Suna. I guess this is the person. She just comes up and doesn't say anything.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
Master circuit bender.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
I guess I say this since that's what my psyche told me.
There are no coalition military data links. And even if there was, you couldn't access them over a civilian network. No one asked you to do anything interesting with my radio computer. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
What is it? No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper. I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager. That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church.
Nope. Yes. And? No, you're right. I'm not. I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything. I use the AR-1 as my RAIN prefix processing unit. Mm-hmm. Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you? All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna. On the front, the unified front of radio waves, licensed and controlled by Lintel in the East Insulindic region. It's all around us. That's what on air means. I guess it is. So far I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieus dedicated to that sort of thing.
She liked telling me this. It calmed her nerves.
I'm working.
The machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core, the light casting her face in a strange shadow.
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something. So you do know something about computers.
I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
You're right. Prefect is used mostly by the government peeps. No, I don't. Because I needed something good for my investigation, and Reims Civic is widely agreed to be below all standards, so I had to upgrade. Besides, owning a Reim prefect isn't such a big deal anymore.
No, actually, it is kind of a big deal. You don't see ream prefects in every police department, for example.
I know a friend of a friend who used to freelance for the Coalition. I was actually aiming for the military-grade RAIM Rational series, but couldn't find one. Prefect is mainly based on the same technology as RAIM Civic, so it's kind of a rip-off. But it does have better compatibility with newer antenna models, so I won't complain. They are connected to my RAIM Prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
She's just using the water to conduct electricity?
Great. You really like those questions, don't you?
They're bloodshot. She really hasn't been getting much sleep lately, has she?
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out. I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
Wait, what? She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
I don't know. Are we? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But how do I figure it out? You measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins. But honestly, it's not progressing very well. Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that. Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark, most of the tower disappearing into the shade. Strange things may flourish in the dark.
There's this place at the back of the church, a place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow, and the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place. I know.
The crab
No,
man.
I don't.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning, her hands typing hundreds of commands into the machine.
Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work. Great. Thanks. The Swallow, you mean? What about it? Great. Thanks. What? I hate it. Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Something tells me she's not gonna be down for them converting this place into a club.
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here. Take a guess, why don't you? I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you? Thanks.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
Cool. Still have no idea what's going on, but things happened, I guess.
The mother of humanism.
Can I talk to Crabman again? He's gone. I wonder if something different would have happened if I would have walked instead of run, because the game told me to walk, but I decided to ignore that. Thing is, a lot of these I don't even vibe with. All endurance white checks. I might just forget this one. This one is good. Which one do I want, though? This is the racist one. Till your cabinet's full, it's better to unlock new slots. But I don't want to use my skill points for that. Alright, man, this game is crazy. Oh yeah, that's right, you have to use skill points to forget. And that's why I've not interacted with that, with the thought cabinet. She's still out here?
Hello again.
You got nothing to say? Nothing new to say?
Hi again. So, how are things going?
And? What happened? Oh man! Who is he? What did you think? Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem?
Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about it?
Most bonuses affect more than one stat, whereas a skill point can only be put in one stat. Most of them also unlock special dialogue choices. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's good. I value being able to choose the stat, though. I guess I just have to take a shot in the dark. I assume they wouldn't put it in the game if it wasn't worth doing. I just don't like that I have to do it blindly and that I have to use my skill points.
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
dunno, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
I guess it's not a massive problem, now that I think of it.
I think I have to pass that logic check in order to understand what
Everyone
they're
is
really
welcome
doing.
to dance till the morning light. Yeah!
Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her? A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all!
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity?
Unity! Dance!
And you can't just evict her?
Look at you, Honor Man!
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
The lines in the dark exist! Coexist!
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music?
Egghead cannot believe what you just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? If it's all okay with you.
I'm gonna throw her out.
Excellent. Good luck, my friend.
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look.
Here we go.
What things?
He senses something is wrong.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
What do you mean, friend? It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine, almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy, and so
They're trying to make
does
a meth lab or something?
pseudoephedrine.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
Make up your mind. First it's the sweat, then it's the ether. No shit. That's... Come on, that's... I meant to say, not true. Hey man, who knows what she's on about? I get it. She doesn't want us in the church. She's got something against us.
Who doesn't like to dance? She doesn't like to dance.
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing. The optimal way to go about this would be indifference. It begins by you telling him you don't care about any of this.
Really? You wanted to just ask me about something else?
He thinks for a moment, then opens his mouth, but closes it again. Then
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not going to turn the church into the wickedest club in East Revachol.
Because we are! We totally are!
We just got to turn it into a speed lab first.
You know, to get our foot in the door.
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up. No, man, they're spooky all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there.
Why'd they block it?
But the sign was way off too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
So, what now?
This is it. Judgment time.
I mean, I'm probably not going to do it, but I don't really care about arresting them either. Kim, tell me what to do. I think, let's just do that. I don't really care what they do. Let Sona deal with it.
I knew it. It's impossible now.
No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for Nordic music with the Speed Lab. Now it has a fighting chance. There needs to be a club for Nordic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time. We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
Okay, we'll try to do it without the drugs. We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but, I swear to God. Okay, Egg?
From here on, it'll be straight all the way.
Goodbye, officer.
Okay. Is that done? Alright, I'll get a fucking slot, bro. Holy shit. I think see, all they have to do is like tell you what you're gonna get. I would have no problem, but I don't know. I guess that's the vibe they're going for. Is you have to unlock your thoughts before you reap the rewards. And I think the point is, you're not supposed to think about stuff. You just do it in this game. I forgot which one I was gonna do. Let's just do that. Is that the entirety of this this quest?
Hello again.
You can think about stuff. I mean, with regard to the thought cabinet, it's kind of just a blind choice, right? I mean, I guess you can pick the thoughts that relate to the personality you're trying to build, but like, there's no way for me to predict these bonuses. It's just whatever they are, and I won't know them until I unlock it. It looks like, unless there's something I'm missing.
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth, which isn't much.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
Indeed, she merely tried to omit the truth instead.
I don't care. I'm loco.
I know, but I knew you'd see through their plan too. I'm not an idiot. I should have been able to control them, and I will in the future. I promise.
Fair enough. Sorry for backseating. That's not a big deal. I mean, I'm sure that once I start unlocking stuff, I will understand. Because I mean, like, for example, this bonus, which one? This bonus has been very helpful. I think this is like the only reason I'm not dead is this bonus right here. And I didn't even realize that it was doing this until like my third playthrough or my third session. I was like, why am I healing every time I fail?
May I ask, what did you tell them?
I guess nowadays that people play this game, they probably just look up what they do, which I guess I could do, but I don't know. That's a lot of work. But I guess that would solve the problem that I have, is just because the main problem is I just don't know what they do, which is what hesitates me from spending skill points on them.
Thank you. I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
So I have to somehow convince, is it Suna or Sona? I feel like she said Sona. She's not wearing the hat I gave her. She need to give my hat back if she's not gonna wear it, bro. Actually, the hat helped me with the roll, so that's fine. I think I'm gonna play for about 15 to 30 more minutes, and then we'll end for today. By the way. But yeah, I mean, there were some other people in my last streams who were fussing at me because, like I said, I'm not playing the game efficiently, and my brain is weird about games. I don't like too many choices, and I especially don't like blind choices. It's just a ADHD thing, I think.
Yes, what is it?
Yeah, it is late. I don't even know what happens if you don't go to sleep.
I don't want to make anything work. Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Efficiency is a myth. Yeah, luckily, I mean, and that's also one of the reasons why I didn't feel too pressed about doing these things, because it's not like it's hindering me from playing the game. I'm just playing the game and it's fine. But, you know, having some cool bonuses would probably make the game more fun.
Good.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
If you want to metagame. If you want to save scum. The thing about this game, though, is you don't, or at least for me, I don't know what is enjoyable until it happens. That's the problem. It doesn't tell me. You just have to click on stuff and see what happens, which is fine. It's just a little bit uncomfortable for my the way my mind works. And maybe that's just how video games are. Like I said, I don't play a lot of single player games. Maybe that's just how they are.
Alright. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
I didn't look anything up for Down the Well or BG3 till way later. It's annoying to accidentally build a character sort of inefficiently, but it's part of the experience. Yeah. Yeah, I have the same problem in Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't even beat Act 1 in that game. It's like the same thing, it's like too much going on. And I just get like frozen by choice, what's it called? Choice paralysis. It's like I have like 90 things in my inventory and I'm like too scared to use them because I'm not sure if I'm gonna need them later. That's the kind of player I am. Maybe not the best mentality to be a streamer, but you know, it's fine. But I appreciate the words of support, because some other people were a little more annoyed with me in previous streams. You guys are a lot more supportive. Offsite copy for my old workspace.
It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
Yeah, I can be a hoarder in video games. I'm trying to break through that. I think I need the game to make it clear that I need to use a thing or I need to do something. But then sometimes I'll just get stuck in a game and I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and then I'll just quit playing the game. So it's a balance between allowing people to play the game inefficiently and stalling their progress until they do something efficient. You got to find a balance between between the two things. But this game, it seems like you can just play it. Like maybe you'll die at some point, but you know, I've been playing for like 30 hours and haven't died yet.
She's making it extra simple for you.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
Maybe part of it is from growing up in the 90s and aughts when we could get locked out of endings. Yeah, no, it's definitely that. It's definitely that for me, at least. Old video games would punish you if you didn't do the right thing. Sometimes the game would literally be not completable. In the old days, there's some games where like if you used the item too early, you literally couldn't beat the game anymore.
On Rue de Saint-Ghislain, in the East Delta Commerce Center.
On Rue de... I don't know what that is.
You might be more familiar with the name Doomed Commercial Area. You could get in through the bookshop on the plaza. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore.
Oh god, I gotta go talk to the bookstore lady. She kind of sucks.
That's her name, I believe.
This game rewards going off book in the form of hilarious dialogue and cutscenes. Yeah, that is cool. I appreciate that. Even if you fail, something interesting or funny usually happens. Although I feel like, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like there are certain things that you have to succeed on in order to progress the story, but I could be wrong. Maybe there's always a different way to go about it. But yeah, in general, the game just keeps going whether you succeed or fail, which I think is cool.
There's this giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. It's there.
This game never punishes you like that. Yeah, that's cool.
Don't worry, you can't miss the bear. It's hideous.
Ice bear fridge in the cellar of the bookshop?
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse, whatever that means. Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
There are a couple of checks that have to be passed in order to proceed. Yeah, it felt that way. Like there was a check where I had to make the jump to get to the... Actually, I think I could have got past that by just becoming a racist, but I didn't want to do that. But I had to jump, I think, somewhere onto a roof to get to the harbor. And it took me like 4 or 5 tries. But I think I could also have gotten to the harbor by just being a racist and agreeing with Measurehead. If I'm not, I assume I didn't do that, but maybe.
No. She literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my range civic. I'm not making this up.
The lieutenant coughs
I
like
appreciate
he's amused.
The suggestions and advice about this game, because this is my first time playing it, and it does seem like one of those games where the first time you play you're kind of in the dark and you just learn more and more as you go. Like I didn't even realize until like maybe last session that when you do a check, it tells you like why you have a bonus to it. Like it'll be like for example, when I gave her a hat, it'll be like you gave her a hat. I didn't even notice that until like the last time, like last week.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic. So what I need you to do here is go have a talk with her, say that you're a policeman and need to get to the building's basement. Then bring me the offside copy. Alright? Thanks.
I guess I can do that. But it's like, do I even care about helping these people make a club?
And here's my Kvalsund multi-tool.
I guess
you
I
might
do.
need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything.
Ooh.
If you get me the offside copy, then you can keep the Kvalsund.
Ooh. Multi-tool.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Kvalsund.
Yes? Thanks.
What does that look like? Wait, what is this? Haven't I interacted with
It's
this
the
yet?
ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables
Oh, I
drawn
did.
inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Yes, at last, you find a way to piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. HDB41, date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120117000, the next world mural. Why yes, your precinct number is 41. Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with
That's my name, Harry Dubois,
and
right?
these are your case files. It's safe to say HDB are your initials. Harrier Dubois, HDB. That's comforting to hear. Now, detective, it takes half an hour to piece one of these together, if you still want to. Here are your options.
What? What am I supposed to do?
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development.
Oh, that's why the ledger showed up again? Oh, okay. Oh, there's probably some. Yeah, I should probably pay attention to. Wait, where is it? I should probably pay attention to these and see if I can redo them. I can probably redo many of them. Yeah, I might knock out some of those next time. I completely forgot that happens. I mean, I knew that happens, but I didn't think about previous checks that I could redo.
The mural is enormous. Two silhouettes, a man and a woman.
Oh, these are like old cases?
Cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles.
Time freezes at 2 a.m.
The station's
every night. I didn't
complaints
know that.
desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case."
I don't necessarily know if there's a specific reason that I need to pass time right
The
now.
graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One
There
of the
probably is,
graffito
though.
artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the Next World mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown. The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between two options.
I'm not even sure what's going on.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us. Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
Let's revisit this later.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Oh yeah, the thoughts. The thoughts. I forgot about that. I suppose I could go to bed. Let's see, what do I... Yeah, I might as well, because I have to go back to town. And the bookstore is not going to be open, so yeah, that's actually a reason why I need to go to bed, because the bookstore is not going to be open. So yeah, I guess we can call that a stopping point. I will go to sleep, and then we'll end it. If I can remember where the damn village is. Luckily, I don't have to pay Gart anymore. Actually, I can fast travel to it, right? Is this correct? Yeah. Nice. Fast travel is hype.
It's getting late, and it's raining. Time to call it a day.
All right, Kim.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Does my facial hair grow back?
An old mirror hangs on the wall.
I
You
bet
see
it
your
does.
reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
This is new to
Still
me.
not happening. It won't come off that easy.
Yeah. Yeah, this lady offered me a room, so I was like, yeah, I'll take that. Because Gart wants a lot of money. Although I feel like I paid him for today. I'm not sure if I did. But that's fine.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest. Across the room,
Because
the heating
usually,
system
actually, I
hums
think I
its
did
soft
pay him. Because
lullaby.
usually I just wake
The
up and
mattress
pay him.
feels soft and sheets warm.
But that's fine.
It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
All right, am I gonna have to talk to the limbic system and all that shit again? They creep me out.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner.
Yeah,
and every
this is
street.
a cool game. Not the best streaming game, but definitely I think if you're just chilling at home and just want to hear some really good voice acting and the really good writing,
Recorded
it's a really
in
good game.
you forever on Faraday.
I have no idea what's going on, but it's cool.
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash. The
Yeah, the music is good, too.
bang. The endless learning experience.
Yeah, you have to listen to your ancient reptilian brain and limbic system, I think, every time you go to sleep. And sometimes randomly in the middle of the game.
On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising. Rising. Above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time. The smoke in her mouth. The plotted flowers. The faces turning, changing.
It's the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
You're You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles, doing your tasks, crossing names off lists, trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth. There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
'Cause only love can break your heart.
Man, the limbic system creeps me out.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time. Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
Oh, I forgot sleeping heals you too. That's what's up. I was convinced that I was gonna die because I was on 1 morale that whole time pretty much.
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next?
I love the tension between empathy and logic.
Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse. You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
This game's like a pendulum with its heavy stuff, and then it'll have me giggling like a kid the next minute. Yeah. I wasn't expecting how funny the game is. Like, I mean, when I first started the game, I had no idea what kind of game it was. But I just kind of expected it to be just kind of a serious, kind of investigatory type of game. But it's, like, hilarious.
The most awesome, terrible thing.
What's up, Red Sorrow? Actually nearing the end of the stream, but thanks for stopping by.
It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many different organizations, agencies, offices, and portfolios. Harry, you're thinking about this too narrowly. La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues. The human welfare index, the price of staple goods,
it's a
the transition
game about
to
heartbreak,
real
failure,
democracy.
and loss. Also, you can die from sitting in an uncomfortable chair for too long. Yeah.
Whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority, like a committee.
I'm already on day 4. I feel like I spent so much time on day 1, but the next 3 days just went by really fast.
Only the most even-keeled minds in
That's one of the
Montanese.
Steam reviews. It's true.
Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start.
Half-brother? It's my half-brother?
You'll
I
be
didn't know
able
that.
to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom
Wait, who is? I
and
thought I'm a lieutenant.
expertise to assign it
I'm
among
confused.
yourselves.
I started this game, my character turned on the light, but since he was hungover, he had a heart attack and died. 10 out of 10 game of the year.
Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully
I guess I'm
reviewed
being
by
given
your
another
superiors.
task right now, but I don't really know what they
Once
want me to do.
they've reviewed it,
That's
those
nothing
same
new for this
superiors
game.
will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee.
Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi? Is that my half-brother?
Rest assured, no matter what happens,
Is that why
it
he's
will
so
be done through the
constantly
proper
disappointed in me?
Good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated.
The soundtrack music makes me so emotional. This game does have good music. My streams always get copyright claim because of the music. But that's fine because I don't make any money from the streams. Okay. We're gonna save. How many hours do we have? Is this the hours or is this the 21:26? Yeah, well, that'll be a good stopping point for today. I don't want to end the stream before it gets too late. But yeah, thanks for watching the stream and hanging out. I plan to stream again tomorrow, but it'll just be a sort of AMA stream where I'm just chilling. I won't be playing the game. If you want to see more of the gameplay, check me out on Thursdays. I try to stream every Thursday around 6 p.m. Central Time, so be on the lookout for that. As of right now, I should be streaming next Thursday. So, yeah. But if you just want to hang out and ask questions and discuss some things, you can check me out every Friday, including tomorrow. If you're not subscribed to the channel, can you double check and make sure that you're subscribed? There's a lot of people who follow the channel but are not subscribed. So just do that for me if you don't mind. I like to see the number go up. It makes me happy. And also, I should have a new video coming out probably next week. So keep an eye out for that as well. And if you haven't watched my last video, which is a few weeks old now at this point, you should check that out. It's about The Office. I guess that is everything that I want to say right now. Just trying to see if there's anything else. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's it. Hope you guys enjoy your holiday season, and just remember to be kind to each other as always. And I'll see y'all tomorrow or next week. Okay, bye-bye.